Welcome back to the House that Never Sleeps. Today we are mixing slime and kinetic sand. What we are using today is blue food coloring and kinetic sand. And instead of soft flow today, we are using contact solution and baking soda. And today we have my friend Falcon, and why she's called Falcon is because on the basketball court, if she's bumped, she always screams like a falcon.
I can't even believe these two girls are still awake because they had to be at their basketball tournament at 8 a.m. and they were playing all day. Like, they played 4 games almost back to back, and they only have 6 girls on their bench, so that means they have to play almost the whole game, and they should be very tired, but instead they're making slime videos.
Now it's slime time. Let's start adding glue.
This is our basic slime recipe.
Doesn't matter how much you put. You might want to mix a lot because that's going to take up some room. This hurts my arm.
Whoa, that was a lot.
It looks more because of her bowl is smaller.
Okay, maybe.
Okay. So now we add baking soda. That's upside down.
Are you using that full spoon?
Yeah, probably.
It's a half teaspoon?
Probably not all of it.
Okay, so about 2/3 of that maybe?
Yeah. Wait, what's 2/3 of this? What would you do?
I don't know. You just have to sort of guess.
And then we're gonna mix that up real quick. Get the powder mixed in. Because it's harder to mix the clumps when you have this in it. So you want to get all the clumps out of the baking soda before you put that in. Okay, now we're going to add some food coloring. Because this is a green, and we're going to try to make it a teal with blue slime. Just do a few drops. You can add more if you want it. And we're actually going to make the slime, and then we're going to add that in after the slime is done.
And there are a lot of different things you can do with this basic slime recipe. We've used it in a variety of ways.
Like, you can make fluffy slime, you can make regular slime, you can make crunchy slime, which crunchy slime is when you add beads into it, and then when you squish it, it makes a crunch noise, so that's why they call it. You can make iceberg slime, which that's pretty much just regular slime, and you just leave it out, and the top gets hard.
What about fluffy slime? What is that?
That's just shaving cream.
Added to the basic?
It's just basic slime, and then you add shaving cream. I think we're going to add this now.
And what she's using today is contact solution as the activator. You can use a lot of different things as the activator.
Add a little bit.
Some people use borax, but that's been controversial lately after one little girl got sick from it. She was making a whole lot of it though, so I'm not sure that it's quite as dangerous as that made it seem, but just because of that, we stopped using borax and we started using either contact solution or stop flow. But honestly, it's the same active ingredient in those, so I'm not sure why that would be safer.
You can also use detergent.
And yes, you can also use regular detergent because it has that same stuff in there, the boric acid.
Add this as, if you've seen other videos, we add this slow, because if you add too much at a time, it'll get really tough and it won't stretch as good. So you don't want to add too much at a time so it gets too tough.
Yeah.
Especially with fluffy slime, because if fluffy slime is not stretchy, it's not as good.
And the detergent slime, we did make
Smells
that,
weird.
and it worked really well as far as the consistency.
It felt like kind of putty-ish.
It did. It felt a little like silly putty, and it was a very nice slime, but the smell was so overpowering. And we don't use a highly scented detergent anyway, but for some reason that detergent was just so overpowering that we couldn't hardly stand to have the slime out of the container.
This feels kind of like it. I don't know. Let's start with just one hand in, because if you need to add more, then. And what we do to test if it's too sticky or not, we just poke a finger in it, and if it's ready, then you can just start mixing it with your hands. But if it's not, you just need to add some more contact solution. That's more. Yeah.
What the contact solution does as the activator is it keeps the glue from hardening. Like glue would normally harden, and for some reason with that activator in it, it won't harden. It stays the slime consistency.
I want to know the science behind this.
You need to research it.
I know, but that's too much work. Because then I gotta go get my phone and come back and...
We do have a pretty decent science video about the fizzy bath bombs that we did. The Easter egg surprise bath bombs. We did those, and we did a little bit about the science behind those.
Yeah, because the first recipe, you actually shouldn't add water. Because when the baking soda and the water mix, it creates like a fizz.
It creates the chemical reaction
You actually shouldn't add water. You should just add coconut. What is it called?
Coconut oil.
Oh, it's coconut oil. I thought it was butter. It looks like butter.
It's an oil.
And it feels like butter. And usually oil is like water.
Yes, we had to learn the science behind the fizzy bath bombs because we could not get them to work otherwise, and we had to research how to get those to work.
The first time we made it, we added water, and we tried to put it in Easter eggs. And the Easter eggs kept popping open. It was like a big explosion.
It was pretty interesting.
Which, if you want like a prank to just like let it pop to someone.
It was kind of like those biscuit cans when you have to open the biscuit cans and it explodes on you.
Add a little bit more.
But that video is also on our YouTube channel, so go check that out. And it's a recipe that, even though it says Easter egg surprise bath bombs, you could use that for any kind of bath bomb, really.
You can use it as toilet cleaner.
And yes, we did do a video on our... We did a Facebook Live video of using it to clean our toilets, the extras.
The stuff that we made, that we added the water to while we were making it instead of leaving it for the bath, it worked. It cleans the toilet.
It does clean the toilet, because I had realized that the recipe we used for fizzy bath bombs was very similar to the recipe I was seeing on Pinterest for toilet cleaning bombs. And so I thought, hey, we can use this leftover bits of it to clean the toilet. And it worked really well.
I don't think we need a second bottle of contact solution.
That's good. This contact solution has been in our cabinet a while, so
yeah,
it's outdated.
You can
so I thought I shouldn't use it on my contacts.
If your parents have outdated contact solution, it's good. It actually works on slime still.
This is a good way to recycle your outdated
the first time we actually
contact solution.
No, the first time we actually made real slime on Slime Time, we used outdated contact solution.
That is true. We had several bottles.
It was the eyeball slime and the...
Yes, the
spider
monster
slime.
eyeball and spider slime. We had several bottles of outdated contact solution because my brother's friend had worked in an eye doctor's office, and they had to get rid of the outdated samples, so we ended up with those.
Mine's really good. And pretty much it just cleans out its own bowl, so you can use any bowl and it will stick to itself.
I still wash the bowls after, though. We don't eat out of those right after.
Yeah, you still want to wash it.
Still put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah, but it's harder to get slime off of stuff because if it hardens, then it's hard to get it off of stuff. But if you just get all the slime out.
Yes, if you use it to clean the bowl, That works out much better, but I do run those through the dishwasher, but my kids use bowls out of the dishwasher that aren't clean all the time.
I wash them out with water and soap.
Well, the boys don't. My son and my son-in-law do not wash the bowls.
That's disgusting.
They ask, are these dishes clean? And if I say no, they just get it anyway and put cereal in it and pour the milk in. And they're like, I don't care.
Oh, yours is good.
I'm like, why do I even wash those? I should just put those bowls back in the cabinet without washing them.
You don't need any more. Just keep playing with it and it'll get used to your hands. Because actually, if you don't have any more activator, then and it's not that sticky and it can still be like played with, you just play with it for a while and it will get like your hands will get used to the stick and it will just come straight off of your hands.
And what are some things you can do to it if I know you two have some tricks?
If it's too tough, you can make it. Well, if it's a little too tough, you can get lotion and add it to it, and then if it's too sticky, you just add more activator to it, and then you can add all kinds of stuff to slime.
You can add sequins.
Yeah, we usually just like regular slime, because if you're making glitter slime, you want to add it while you're stirring the glue up, because if you add it after it's like the slime is done, the glitter will fall out everywhere.
Yeah, and you can see we did make a glitter slime in our gingerbread glitter slime video. You can see that, and you could use that any time of the year if you just wanted to make glitter slime. You just don't have to add the gingerbread scent to it.
So I think we are ready for this.
And this is a true experiment because we haven't really tried this before. I'm just going to add a little bit at a time,
so I'm going to grab like a little piece of it. I'm going to grab.
We wanted to see what kind of consistency we could get.
Kinetic sand is just a really fun thing to play with anyway. And slime is a fun thing to play with anyway. So I want to see what these are together, because they're both really fun. So I bet they'll be even funner together.
I'm interested to see the color that it makes.
I know. I'm hoping it turns out in a teal, but it might just be like a blue outline with a green inside. It's kind of making it. No, it didn't. It's kind of making it a teal. Oh, this feels so good.
I think.
Look, it made it like a lighter color.
Oh, it did.
Because you can see.
It almost looks like taffy now.
You can see the blue, and then you can see the green, and then it made this.
Does it feel like taffy?
Kind of. You can feel it.
It feels more like a putty than your usual slime.
Yeah, but it also feels like you just put regular sand. But we actually tried putting regular sand in it once, and the sand just made it a weird texture, and it didn't really work out. We ended up throwing that little bit away.
It also made a pretty big mess in the kitchen.
Yeah, because we added it after we made the slime, because we already had slime made, and we didn't have glue. So it didn't work out.
We have quite a few slime experiments that happen here, and unfortunately there's been a lot of slime making that has gone on in my middle daughter's bedroom, and the carpet in there has a lot of slime stain, and it's really bad. Like, I would like to rip it up and do some kind of Pinterest, I don't know, that Pinterest paper bag floor or whatever, something, because the carpet in there is horrible.
You just put hard floor in there?
I need to if you're going to make slime in there.
Well, I'm not going to do slime.
They're not supposed to be making slime in there anymore. I didn't realize they were.
I don't have enough room in my room to make slime. And I want it anyway because I don't like nasty floors. Like, I'm okay with nasty hands, but floors, like, I'm okay with slimy hands.
It does make a nasty floor because eventually it like hardens and you can't get it out of the carpet.
I just can't stand it.
It's not quite as bad as whiteout spilled on the carpet. And it's not quite as bad as just regular glue on its own.
But it's
And it's really not quite as bad as glue and whiteout mixed together on the dark green carpet when my middle daughter was a toddler.
It's actually very pretty teal color.
And I was homeschooling the other older kids, and somehow she found the glue and the whiteout. And then she stirred it into the carpet with a paintbrush. So there's a really big spot on our dining room carpet.
I got some, I don't know where we got this, but it's country apple.
It smells really good. And this is a good color of slime for that too, because it's kind of a green apple-y.
But I'm gonna add that after I make and mix it all together.
If you want a scent, you can add some lotion, or you could add a little bit of essential oil, or, I mean, maybe some kind of body wash. Would that work? Have you ever tried?
I don't know, but some people do make slime without borax out of shampoo. And I need to watch the videos so I can learn how to make that so we can do it on here.
We should.
Because they make, it's shampoo and there's a different ingredient and you mix it with the shampoo and then it makes a slime. It's kind of a weird consistency slime, but it's still slime.
Her friend really does talk at other times. She's a little camera shy, I think.
She doesn't like videos.
She usually talks a lot. For some reason, my son didn't want to be here tonight for having friends over. He went to my nephew's house.
He just loves girl sleepovers.
Yeah. He actually went to see I Can Only Imagine with
Kid?
Yep.
So it's a little tough, so we're just gonna add a little bit of lotion at a time because you also, it's like the activator, you also don't want it to be so, because lotion kind of get stickier too, so you don't want to just keep having to add that and that and that and that and just have
it can be a vicious cycle. If you add too much of one, then you have to add more.
Yeah, because it's just,
it's kind of like if you cut your own hair and you get it uneven, so then you have to cut it higher, and then you get that side uneven, so then you have to cut a little higher, and then the next thing you know,
and you're at like the hairstylist.
Yeah, and then the next thing you know, you're having to show up at like the late night Walmart hairstylist and get them to fix it. No, we've never actually done that. We just left it alone.
It smells so good. Especially for like this green.
Mm-hmm. It smells like that one shampoo, the shampoo that smells like green apples. In the pink bottle.
Pink bottle? Did you say pink bottle?
Yeah, there's a shampoo in a pink bottle.
We gotta do this. Yeah. Are you videoing?
Yes.
Cool. And also, it's a great face hider.
Okay.
Don't want to be in the picture? Just grab some slime. I don't know if this will make a bubble like regular slime. I don't think it will.
No, it doesn't quite work the way that the other kind does to bubble.
My legs hurt.
You're probably very sore.
My pinky also hurts.
Why does your pinky hurt?
Because the ball like went straight on the top of my pinky and it made it bend weird.
It jammed it.
So now anytime I like bend or make my pinky bend weird, it'll feel weird.
And we have these really cute slime containers.
Where did you get these?
They're 4-ounce clear containers that we purchased from Amazon, and you can find the link in the description of this video or on the blog.
You can get a ton of stuff at Amazon. Like we got 2 backpacks from Amazon.
Maybe we should do a review of the Minnie Mouse backpack.
I can show them. I don't know.
Maybe in a different video.
should do a review.
These are a great container if you want to share some of this with friends. They like to take samples to their
Yeah,
friends.
like
And this is just a perfect size, the 4-ounce
one
container.
time we took it to my whole cross country team.
Yes, we
For
did.
county.
We took it to the cross country team for the county meet. And these were great little containers to take a sample.
It's kind of tough because of the kinetic slime. It's kind of tough, but it's a good slime. It feels good.
That was where the bottle fell in.
It fell in.
We dropped something in there. What? Oh, we dropped the food coloring in there.
That was
on the Christmas tree, the Christmas slime one.
Yeah. Wait, was it?
I think so.
I didn't think
It might have been a different video.
No, it was the Christmas one because it was red food coloring that she
Yes.
dropped.
She dropped it into the slime when it was basically just glue.
Yeah, but this one's not. Yeah, because you mix the food coloring in when it's blue. It wasn't basically. It was totally just blue with food coloring in it.
True.
Yeah. This is definitely one of the top 10 slimes of favorite that I've ever made because I've made a lot of slimes.
This is probably my favorite slime I've ever made.
It's a good slime. Like and subscribe. See you next time on the House That Never Slumbers at Slime Time.